Hello, it's episode 200, and today we're going to do something just a little bit different. Firstly, a quick tour of my workspace. I generally try and lay things out so they're only two actions away. Do I need to open a drawer and then grab something? Or do I grab a tool and then plug it in? Whichever it is, it needs to be ready to go fairly quickly. I don't mind having some of the stuff set up high. It's good to be able to stand up and stretch every now and again, and that gets you moving. Obviously, the gear that I need the most is closest at hand. All of my tool caddies are improvised. These are actually remote control holders that cost $2 each, and I like them because if I'm using that particular set of tools, I can move it closer to where I'm working. They also slide side by side quite easily, and I can change the order depending on what I'm up to. Where they're sitting is on an IKEA shelf that's lying on its side. Most of my sculpting tools are in the higher parts of the caddies, with some pins and glue and other cutting objects in the lower sections. Here's the bits tray. It relates to whatever project I'm working on at the moment, in this case post-apocalyptic and cars. When I change to a different theme, I empty that tray out and start stacking it again with other things. This is the drawer that contains most of those other things. This drawer contains something that I use quite a bit, the different textured stones. Here you can see there's quite a variety. Other than bases, these two drawers contain some of the main components that I use to put things together if I'm crafting something basically from scratch. And the inevitable drawer of XPS cutoffs. These are useful for all kinds of things. Here's the three main types of sand that I use. Beach sand, this really gritty mixture of dirt from outside, and this black beach sand. My backup tools and some of the tools that I don't use very often are in here, and the other ones are hanging in more convenient locations. For example, the Dremel's sitting on this side just here. Because the power is different in New Zealand, if I just turned the Proxon on, it would glow and melt instantly, so I need this transformer to use it. It also powers this hot metal probe. I don't have a lot of my original stuff, seeing as I've moved countries, but about 30 years ago I built my first diorama, and here it is. The scene is a bunch of questing knights looking for some kind of relic, and the skeletons in the graveyard rise from their graves and attack them. The main material is air drying clay, and the flocking is actually just super glue and sand. You can see that part of the back is still there. It also had sides, but all of those got damaged in transit. And finally, I thought I'd leave you with just a few crafting hacks. Maybe some things that you haven't tried before, but you might find useful. Here I have a whole bunch of different magnets set up so that things like these pins and small blades can be stored quickly and brought out just as quickly when I need them for something. Taking the lids off storage trays creates this really good storage system to place inside of your drawers. Going vertical is a really good space saver. Having some kind of pegboard like this one that I got from IKEA, and using either the custom made pieces or adding your own set somehow is a really good way of being able to store more space in a small area and saving more space for your gaming. And finally, you're not going to find me smoking, but you will find me with this $2 ashtray. I use it to clean my brushes. The advantage of it is it has this lid that you can pop on top to leave your brushes to dry and also prevent the water from spilling out. Thanks for watching. I want to say a special thank you to the people who have been with me on the entire 200 episode journey so far. I'll catch you next time. We'll be returning with some more of our post-apocalyptic cars and the terrain that goes with it.